Well, welcome back, everybody. So, a pretty tame day on Wall Street here. And as we look, let's take a look at what's actually happening. So, as we look at the SPY, you'll notice that we're up at this red resistance line. Now, where did that red resistance line come from? Well, you'll recall that was actually from back when we were way up here. Remember the dual pink band that I had up here, a magenta band that we had back here a while ago? Well, so what happened, as I said, if we broke back down through that, the target was going to be this red band. Well, look what happened. We bounced off that target, went right back up. Then we had to close below that target band, got right back up to that target band, and then roll right back over again. So guess what? A support level once broken, becomes resistance. Well, then you see we came down here, we pushed through, and we bounced off here, we bounced off here again, and then came right back up here after that positive divergence I told you about in the video last week. So we're making lower low in price, higher low in the instruments, and so we got right back up here. So now we're back to the bottom end of that. So that's why we're struggling here for the last few days, as you can see. So pretty tame today ahead of the FOMC. I'm going ahead and remaining very vigilant here. I got my scanners up, waiting and see if they fire off and taking a look at them. But that's a big thing about what I'm watching here. So right now I want to see, can we break above that red level? Can we push through that and perhaps start working our way back up here, back to those magenta levels? So that's one thing I'm watching there with that channel, coming around like this. Or are we going to start breaking back down below these speed lines, which we held today, as you can see once again? If we can break down below that, then I'm going to be looking possibly for fresh shorts, especially if I can get this hourly to cooperate along with the shorter term time frames. So that's going to be kind of the key strategy right now ahead of the FOMC. The other thing we're looking at from a swing trading perspective is more on the sector analysis. So you recall here, where we've talked about how to do the sector analysis. And again, I cannot emphasize enough, we do our sector analysis different than anybody else does. We do it algorithmically, and so rather than worry about how much a stock is up or down, for the day or the week and whatnot, we focus a lot more on the technical scores that they get for them, because you can get big up days or down days within a trying to basically be a counter trend move. Then you think it's a bottom or something, then the market hands your head to you. So we do it a lot differently. So remember the way we like to do this. So I like to kick off by going to the scores and find out what's hot. Okay, so like in this case, energy is doing very well. Great, that's got a nice score compared to everything else. All right. So then I like to go down and see what's the next hottest here. And you'll take a look at what you see here. Oil and gas drilling, integrated, and equipment service are doing very well here. All right, let's continue to compare these. So now we have the individual stocks. So let's take a look from there at what's hot and what's not. So as you can see this list here, of what's firing off, there's a lot of great opportunities here. And where do we recognize some of these opportunities from, right? Well, like XLK, RES, and a host of others, these here. So if we just pull these up, XLK. So we actually saw this firing off on the scanners back here, like on the 21st. And here is actually a picture of that. Back on the 21st of the month here, you'll see HLX went ahead and was firing off right there, had a really beautiful green across the board there, and then, like RES, doing really well there as well. And so as we take a look, these were in the oil and gas sector there, okay? So as we go ahead and we look at those, then what we're looking for is these entries. We're going to talk a lot more about this in the next few days, about confident entries, cautious entries, trade management, exits. We're going to be doing a lot of things in a really neat order that we normally haven't done in decades here. So it's going to be a really great class. If you've been to my classes before, you're definitely going to want to come to this one, because it'll feel like a whole new class to you. So what's nice is we had the champion setups and all the pro RTs, the things that we're looking for, acceleration alerts, rapid trade identifiers. If you don't know what these things mean, you're going to know very shortly here, along with other great things that we're firing off there too, like reverse inventory retracement bars. And so all these different things were firing off here. We had throttling, and then you see what happened. It basically shot up quite a bit in the coming days, right? Same thing here with like RES. In fact, the pattern will look very similar to you, but they are different, I assure you, the instruments. So same concept here. We had the setup in Pro RT, we had the acceleration alerts and rapid trade identifiers firing off there, and we also had classic IRBs and reverse IRBs coming in there as through that whole process as well, throttling, dual momentums, lots of different things all firing off here. And then and guess what? It took off to the upside as well. So what we're going to be doing in part on Wednesday is taking the whole idea of what's going on in the overall market, what's going ahead and happening with the individual scanners and sectors, and how identifying some of the most exciting opportunities, and then whether you're a more confident or cautious trader, whether it's a day trader, swing trader, that where your entries, continuations, and exits will be. So it's going to be a great class. Just put all the put everything into practice there and put it all together in a nice, easy to understand, group of tools for your entry, continuation, and exit. So I'm looking forward to helping you understand that and see that whole process. So you know what I'm going to be looking at now going into tomorrow. We talked about that. You know some of the key things I'm focusing on here in these next couple of days. And so if you go to becomeabettertrader.com/go, becomeabettertrader.com/go, you get signed up to come to that class to put all these different things together so that it makes a lot of sense for you, because knowledge is power, and I want you to respect the market, not fear it. And so this is a great time to have these tools, especially coming off of the big event on Wednesday, because by then we'll have the FOMC meeting as well. So that's sure to impress. We're going to have a lot of fun here post FOMC. So it's good training just in time there. So you guys have a wonderful night. I'll look forward to seeing you at the upcoming videos here and at the special event this coming Wednesday. Okay, becomeabettertrader.com/go. We'll see you there. Have a great rest of your evening, gang. Take care. Bye-bye.